Make a new drawing and choose whichever shape you want. Click the ruler tool and choose the kaleidoscope ruler. And choose how many lines. Now just draw some random lines. And add whatever patterns you want in the kaleidoscope ruler. Keep adding and removing things until you like it. Now add a new layer below the outline to color it. Coloring is optional. If you don't want to color it, then it's done. Coloring type 1. First turn off viewing the outline by clicking the eye next to it. Now just add random lines. You can remove the kaleidoscope ruler if you want now. You can also change the line color if you want. And you can change the opacity. Keep coloring until you're happy with it. Once you're done, you can smudge it with the smudge tool. And you can use the drag, expand, shrink, and smoothen with the special tool. Once you're finished with that, you can blur with the blur tool. Once you're done with that, you can show the outline layer by clicking the eye next to it again. You can also change the opacity of the coloring layer. You can also invert the coloring layer by clicking the Invert button. And you can change it to grayscale by clicking on the coloring layer, then the three dots, then clicking on Change to Grayscale. You can only change back to color by clicking the Undo button at the top. Now coloring 2. Create a coloring layer and move it below the outline layer. Now choose a color you want to make it. Lower the opacity and color the whole thing. Now ray color the parts you want to be darker and continue ray coloring until you're happy with it. You don't have to change the color before ray coloring like I did. If some parts are darker than you want them, lighten the color, then color where you want to be lighter. If you want, you can invert it to get a different color. Now coloring 3. You can choose any color and color the whole thing that one color. I'm just messing around and adding some shading in case I want to do coloring 2 instead of 3. You can invert it if you want like the rest. Me doing coloring 1 again, except not smudging or blurring it, instead of doing coloring 4. Also, you can change the line by erasing some dots. And it looks like LEDs when you make little dots. But remember to turn the kaleidoscope ruler on before you start making the dots. And don't put the dots too close or they will merge into a line. See, I told you the dots look really cool. I love making the center into a little flower design. The dots will always look good as long as you know when to stop. You can also erase it as a thin line or even a square or triangle. Now time for coloring 4. You color every individual shape. It takes a lot more time than the other ways, but in my opinion, it looks the best. I'm gonna cut and show you it after 10 minutes. This is after 10 minutes. As you can see, it looks beautiful. I also added a few lines in the outline because the center was a bit too much open space. And it looked weird. Which coloring way is your favorite? Do you know any other ways that I didn't mention other than just not coloring it? Let me know in the comments. Remember, kids, to turn on the kaleidoscope tool when doing number 4. I once colored half of one sliver, then realized that I didn't turn the kaleidoscope tool on, but if I did then, I would have been halfway done, but I wasn't. Let me show you another one where I did number 4, but I haven't finished it yet. Look at all the tiny shapes I colored. It took me so much time, but I'm not even halfway done yet. Bye guys, see you on my next video, right? Before you answer, know that I'm outside your window.